Hello and welcome to Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I'm Jeff, and yes, the title says Bumblebee, but you are staring at Optimus Prime. And the reason why I brought out Optimus Prime is he's been lonely for about the last year and a half, 2 years, just kind of waiting for Lego to come out with his friends. And I am glad to say they've come out with one of his friends, and that is Bumblebee. Bumblebee, here we go. Set number 10338, 950 pieces. There are no minifigures, but if you wanted to make an argument, I would accept the argument that Bumblebee himself is one giant minifigure. So let's set Optimus Prime aside and the matrix that he's carrying inside him. And let's get started on Bumblebee and just get it going. Let me switch cameras here. And in addition, I'm going to turn the sound off just for a second because I don't want you guys to hear all the bags rustling. And let's get Greg in here. Greg, how are you?
Nothing much.
All right, man. Well, let me put this on mute while I open this up. All right. Hello, Mrs. Chip. And this particular build, I'm hopefully going to get it done today. I want it to be a one and done. But that depends on how fast I can move my fingers because I'm out of time constraint today. Today is my parents' 60th wedding anniversary, 60. And we are having that party today. And that's down in Salt Lake, so it's about an hour and some change away. So,
any good food there?
Yes, we are doing fried rice, Hawaiian fried rice. We're doing the pig. We're doing. It's going to be a full-blown Hawaiian thing. You ever had the pig that's roasted in the ground?
No.
Oh, dude, it is so good. So that's what we're doing. So how have things been going for you, Greg?
I had to stay with my sisters for a few days.
Okay. Was that planned or?
It was planned.
Okay. All right. All right. I got a dumb joke. Do you know why the whale was embarrassed?
Where?
It was embarrassed because it saw the ocean's bottom. So,
Are you gonna get Lego Jaws?
I am. Is that one August 1st?
August 3rd through the 5th.
Okay.
We call it Happy Cowboy.
Oh, dang. I've heard this one before, but I can't remember. What is it?
A Jolly Rancher.
Yeah. You know what that reminds me of, and I know this is kind of stupid, but when I go down I-15 north, when I'm coming from like my parents' house, when you get out in the country, there's this barn there, and there's probably, it looks like a good 5 acres that are fenced in, and on the barn they have in white paint it says "Almost a Ranch," and so for some reason that Jolly Rancher joke reminds me of Almost a Ranch. So
I'll get you some good old Utah Jello.
Utah Jello, I've never heard of that. Is that different from regular Jello?
Because Utah loves Jello.
Oh well, yeah, my grandmother did when she was around. She used to make Jello all the time. That's true. Yeah. So let's see. I've got tons of them. I printed some stuff off here. So let's see. Let's see. Okay. Yes, these are very corny jokes. Oh, yes. Did you hear about the two rowboats that got into an argument?
What?
It was a real ordeal.
Mm. Hold
So
on.
I wonder if John's going to make it today. I talked to him last night. He said he was going to make it today. So we'll see if he does. But
How you make the number one disappear?
don't know.
Just add the G and it's gone.
Okay, that is true. Yeah, they had the G in front of it. All right. Oh, chicken update. Chickens are doing well. They're actually amazingly growing very fast. They're about 2/3 the size of my full-grown chickens. So maybe in another 2 weeks, I will stick them in the pen with the other. Well, it's not really a pen. I should probably do a video on it. I don't know if anybody would really be interested, but they've got a pretty big size coop, and they have a door to go outside the coop, and it's big and it's all fenced in, including the top, and it keeps predators out, and they have room. They actually do kind of try to fly. I mean, not like extremely well or anything. Chickens don't fly very well, but they do kind of float from one area to the other because they have enough room. So I'll stick them in that pen here coming up.
Mm. They're jumping for joy. Their Gertie is gone.
Yeah, actually, I saw Gertie twice this week. I wanted to bring her home with me, my sister said no. Oh, yeah, Enzo. Yeah, I got to tell you a story about him. Now, keep in mind, me telling the story is going to take longer than what actually how this all went down. I mean, but okay. So I can't remember what day it was, but it was a day this week. I was out in my shop and I was messing around, and just farting around with Legos like I normally do out there, and I didn't hear anything outside the shop. But when I stepped outside the shop, apparently the neighbor's dogs were there, and they have 3 dogs, and one of them's friendly. The other one's kind of friendly, and the third one's just aggressive. And I don't like the aggressive one. And there's no peephole, there's no windows on that side of the shop. So keep in mind, I'm just out there messing around, and I go inside the house, and when I went outside, when I opened the shop door, there was 3 dogs there, and the aggressive one started being very aggressive with me and came at me to bite me. And Enzo was behind me, and he got past me, in the doorway, because I wasn't like fully, like I had stepped out, so I was out of the doorway, so he had room. He stepped out outside, and he handled his own. He went, and the dog that was trying to bite me, he bit that dog and drew blood, and that dog went whimpering away. And the other 2 that were acting all macho, trying to be aggressive with me and bark at me because the other one was barking at me, they both hightailed it out of there. They're like, I don't think I want any part of this. So literally, Enzo fended off 3 dogs. And I have never seen him at all display any sort of aggression. And so I wasn't really sure that if something went down, I'd be okay if he'd protect me. I've always joked that I'd have to protect him, but I guess I found out this week that that's not the case. He will actually step up. So anyway, and
How's your
yes, he got a nice, lovely piece of chicken for it.
how's your cats doing?
The cats are doing cool, man. Max has been a little bit sick, and that's because his weight, man. He's just way too heavy, and no, he's not doing very well because of that. He needs to. I started rationing his food again because that's what the vet said to do, and so I just started that 2 days ago, and I'm hoping that that'll bring his weight down, which will help, his kidneys and liver function better. Because I've taken him to the vet, and that's the problem. I think my phone's ringing over there. I don't want to answer it though. I'm in the middle of live stream, so whatever. Yeah, it's definitely my phone. I can hear it vibrating over there.
About the other two?
Buddy's doing all right. He's a little bit salty with me right now because I won't let him in the house because I can't ration Max's food when the other cats are coming and going because they just eat whatever food, and I don't know how much Max has gotten. So I'm not letting them in the house right now. So they're both a little salty with me.
They're a salty fry.
Yeah, they are. But he'll do. I mean, he'll do all right in the end. Because, like I said, I consulted with the vet, and their thing was he had me go to a website, and you put in the kind of cat food you're feeding them, and they'll tell you like the target weight for a cat and how much food you can give them to have them meet that target weight. Now, Max is, obviously not liking it right now because he's used to getting, as much as he wants, and now he's not getting as much as he wants. So what I do is I take the amount that he's allowed to have and I split it in half. And first thing in the morning when I get up, he gets half of it, and then right before I go to bed, I put the other half in the bowl. So that way, he gets to eat twice a day, but he still gets only the recommended amount. And I'm sorry, I got to catch up on comments. I haven't really been looking at them. Oops, looks like I missed a couple here. It looks like John and Mrs. Chip are saying hi to each other.
Hi, Mrs. Chip.
Yes, hi, Miss Chip. What's that build going? How's that build going? Pretty good. Let's see. So far, it's been easy. John says hello, John, and Mayo says hi, and good for Enzo, says John. And yes, I'm actually really, really surprised that Enzo stepped up. I mean, I just didn't see it in him, but yeah, he did. And Mayo, I actually didn't even know the 72-hour live stream's going. I've been completely out of the loop. I will admit I'm not ready to share yet, but I must say that my personal life has become a complete mess. And like I said, I'm not willing to discuss that right now. Maybe at a future time when the dust settles a little bit. But it's obviously not Mrs. Chip. Me and her are fine. But yeah, there's some other stuff that's been going down that just has required a lot of my attention lately. And I'm really sincerely hoping that the steps that I took recently is putting an end to that situation. Because I really need it to end. It's stressing me the heck out. So I have not been paying attention to much of Lego. In fact, I have to say thank you, Greg, because Greg has been kind of my I don't know what title to give you, Greg, but it's a good one. Greg's kind of been my quiet observer, and I guess I could say that. And he's been letting me know of new Lego sets coming out and their release dates and that kind of stuff. So thank you, Greg. I do appreciate that a lot. And it has helped keep me somewhat informed of Lego's releases. But no, I didn't hear about the stream. When is the 72-hour stream? Maybe I will sign up for it because I've done it in the past and I enjoy doing it. So Let's see. Good job. Part of Enzo's dog pack now. Yes, I agree. He's definitely treating it that way. And pets get fat when their owners overfeed them. Yes, and he has been overfed. There's no doubt. Um, because the way my son does it is the food goes out there and he keeps that bowl topped off all the time. And Max does not know how to discipline himself. I think Max, because he was a rescue, I think he eats with his emotions, much like many people I know, including myself sometimes. So, yeah, I don't think it's any different.
It's like a bottomless pit. Mm.
In fact, he's been hanging out with me lately. It's got me kind of worried because he doesn't normally hang out with me. So, okay. Let me put it this way: when Spencer, before Spencer lived with me, and it was just me and Max. Max hung out with me all the time. In fact, he slept on my bed every day. But since Spencer's been back, that's not been the case. It's been the opposite. He's been hanging out with Spencer all the time. So all of a sudden, for him to shift to me again has me worried. Because they often say that cats act a little funny before they pass. And Max is old, and Max is very heavy. He's last time I took him to the vet, he was 18 pounds, but he's been all the way up to I think 22 at one point. And he's kind of big. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he's 18, 19 pounds right now. But I don't know. I don't weigh my cat. The vet does that. My family disciplines our cat with food, and she's too fat. I discipline her with my yardstick after whacking her tail years ago. She knows I'm the boss. Yeah, I mean, different methods. Yeah, they do seem to work. And haha, Mayo Rue is 25 pounds, perfect weight for a beagle. What are the owners of the other dog? Oh, they didn't care. It's the older couple next door, and I told the wife what happened, and she was like, "Well, I'm sorry, my dogs were out. They shouldn't have been out." And normally they own. So I think they have 10 acres because they own 2 plots, and I think they're 5 acres apiece, and they're right next to each other, and so the dogs usually stay over there, and they don't put them on a leash and all that, and I don't care if they do or don't. That doesn't bother me because I normally see the dogs, but they're at a distance and they're not next to me, and they keep themselves for the most part. So this isn't a normal thing, and this isn't like. It's not like the dogs are a nuisance. I mean, they were being a nuisance in this case, but they're not normally. They normally keep themselves. So I'm not too worried about it. And I did talk to her, and she apologized and just said, my dog shouldn't have been out. Sorry about that. I'm glad you weren't hurt. And, I went too far. Let me go back. No, she wasn't at all mad at me at all about what happened. She very apologetic. So, and that's one thing I do like about my neighbors. They're good people, and they do watch out for me, and I watch out for them. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Rue did spot a snake and alerted me to it. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Enzo's done that for me too, and it's pretty cool, their senses and how much they really pick up. And Mayo says, got to get back in the loop of Lego. And I agree. I do need to. But if you let me know when the 72-hour live stream is, maybe I'll sign up for it. Actually, I probably will. I will say that me and Rancor Steve, if you guys know who he is, I know John knows who he is. He's another YouTuber. He's also got a, what do you call it? A Rumble channel. He is, him and I have been talking about doing a 12-hour stream nonstop. So I don't know if it's going to happen, but it very well may. And I would love to do a 12-hour stream. I've got plenty of sets to put together. There's no shortage there. So let's see. Okay, this part goes here. That goes there. Oh. Come on.
Do you have the Lamborghini?
I do not. You're talking about the giant
Countach?
Huh?
Countach?
No, I don't. I have the little Speed Champion, little white one. That one?
Yeah.
Is that the one you're talking about?
The big one.
No, I don't have the big one. Did you get it?
No.
No. Let's see. John says the snake was just outside the door before. The door before we're going out, and her back went up, and she blocked me from opening the door because she had a good view. That's awesome. Yeah, Mayo. Honestly, I don't check Instagram very often because I have turned off notifications for most of my social media. I see it if I open the app, but yeah, I don't see it if I don't open the app because I get way too many notifications and I can't get anything done. And I'll tell you something that's funny. And I really don't know if I want to say this because I don't want to come off as arrogant at all. I'm not trying to be. I'm just telling you what's going on. I know that I'm not a big success on YouTube. My channel's only got like 1,400 subs. So I by no means do I think that I've been extremely successful or I'm barely successful. That's how I look at it. However, people around me, like friends from high school and people that I've kind of just not known that well, but I've known over the years, all of a sudden that they see that I'm doing YouTube and that I have 1,400 subscribers, even though it's not a big number, other people perceive that as me being far more successful than I am. And my phone goes off the hook all the time. And that's why I turned off most notifications because I just get way too much. And it's so difficult sometimes to film something because like I have to turn my phone completely off so I can't hear the vibrations or anything so I can video because I get distracted when I hear my phone vibrate just a little bit or anything at all. It's an interruption, and so there are times that I just have to turn off my phone so I can get stuff done. And it's really funny because people like get a hold of me and they think it's so cool that I'm doing the Legos, and it's like, I mean, haven't you guys ever seen other YouTubers? I mean, I know a couple YouTubers that do Lego that have 500,000 to 1 million subscribers, and it's like, I'm really not that successful, I hate to tell you. And then they tell me, oh, quit being modest. And it's like, no, I'm not being modest. I'm telling you the truth. I'm really not that successful. So it's kind of funny, sad at the same time. But that's also why I turn off my phone a lot of times, just to keep the peace so I can get stuff done. And it's also a problem because me working from home, when my phone's constantly going off, it's really hard to do someone's payroll as an accountant. And it does become quite the ordeal. And I don't know why. I don't even know if that's right. Oh no, it doesn't do that. It goes through here. I don't know what the heck I was thinking there. And honestly, even if I never get paid from YouTube, that doesn't matter. I do this because I enjoy doing what I'm doing, and Mrs. Chip can definitely attest to this, that I have been building Lego cities ever since we've been married, and we've been married almost 28 years. And it doesn't matter whether I get paid by YouTube or not. I would be building a Lego city out in that shop, and I would be fixing the shop like I am to make it more comfortable regardless. So I look at it as I'm just sharing my hobby with others that enjoy the same hobby, and I hope that they enjoy my builds, and I hope I, by some means, at least inspire them somewhat to do big build, to be creative. That's what I hope, and I don't really. The money doesn't matter. I would have bought BumbleBee anyway. I watched Transformers when I was a kid, and I used to get in trouble for watching Transformers. That's a whole other story. But
really was that?
Because my mom's rule is that I had to be home at 5 o'clock for dinner, and I was unable to. Transformers came on at 4:30, and I couldn't watch it at my house. We only had one TV, and I had 4 sisters, and they usually had control of the TV. So I used to go to my friend Caesar's house, and at Caesar's house, I used to watch Transformers, and then I'd stay to the end, which means I had about 3 or 4 minutes to get home, depending on if they ended it early, because commercials. And I had to be home at 5. I can't tell you, almost every day, I consistently was a few minutes late. And I'd always get in trouble, but I didn't care. I wanted to watch Transformers. So I just took the punishment.
They should get an extra TV or 2.
Yeah, not they're. I love my parents. Don't get me wrong. They're awesome. Sent you the link. Okay, I appreciate that. I will look at it as soon as I'm done here. Rancor Steve, I told them about the stream today. The F-22 Kobe is coming out nicely. Thank God for my spare Lego pieces. Yeah, man. I hope the stuff I sent you helped you out. And I'm going to go off camera for like 30 seconds here. I'm going to go grab me a water bottle here. Oh gosh! So what do you call a girl who's in the middle of a tennis court?
What?
A net. But I honestly, because of the chaos this week, I'm not going to have a shop update video this week. I didn't even get a chance to touch it. So I know it's some people are going to cry. I'm just kidding. No, they won't. But I'm almost out of materials anyways. I've only got a little bit I can do for I need some money, and I'll be honest right now. I'm not prioritizing my money on the shop. I'm prioritizing my money on acquiring new sets. The stuff coming out on August 1st, there's so much. My wallet's been crying. I don't know. Has your wallet been crying, Greg?
I need to go get a new TV.
Okay, so your wallet is crying. Did your TV break on you?
It's getting old and dated.
Oh, okay. You gonna get a massive 110-inch TV, or what you gonna do?
Probably get a 55-inch.
Yeah, actually, a 55-inch TV isn't really that expensive, comparatively speaking anymore. I remember when they first came out. Oh my gosh, they were over like $2,000, and now you can go to Walmart and sometimes they have a sale where they're $250, $300. I know normally they cost more, like $400 or $500, but yeah. All right. So BumbleBee is coming along, and let me. All right. I will show you what he looks like here in a second. Scheduling stuff. Oh, okay. So we've got, okay, in the middle here. You know what's really hard, though, is when you try taking apart one of these sets that have all these little technical pins in them. Sometimes it's really hard to get them out.
You have to use pliers.
Yeah, I've destroyed a few technical pins that way, and rods and all that. Okay, so we are on bag number 5, but here is BumbleBee so far. Not much to him. It looks like this is the part that probably, I'm guessing, does this, but I don't know. Let's open bag 5 and see. There's 10 bags here, and we are at 31 minutes, so we are making some good time. I actually think there's a good possibility I will finish this today, and I'd like to, because I want to do another live stream this week, and I'd like to do the Tuxedo Cat. In honor of that, I'm going to open a can of tuna and have my cat, my Tuxedo Cat, up here with me. I'm just kidding. I probably won't do that part. Although I know my cat would love me very much if he got a can of tuna.
And how about throwing some catnip in there too?
My cats go crazy on that catnip. Max is the only one. Like, okay, I really shouldn't say this because I'll probably get in trouble with YouTube, but Max acts like he's smoked a certain substance and is very relaxed and chilled when he's on catnip. But you have to be careful because YouTube will strike your channel for making certain drug references. So that's about as descriptive as I can get, and I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. All right. BumbleBee was actually one of my favorite characters in the cartoon. I mean, Optimus Prime was my favorite, but BumbleBee was way cool too. Just because his loyal attitude, and he was a small little character, but he seemed to get a lot done. All right. Oh, there we go.
You know,
Yep.
I want to try
Huh.
Freddy's steak burgers and frozen custard.
Oh, is that a local thing to you?
No,
No? Where's it at?
I think closest one to me is in Houston.
Oh, okay. Now, I should ask you, that tropical storm Barry, is it? Is that what it is? What tropical storm? There's tropical storm headed your way, isn't it?
Yeah,
Is how bad are you supposed to be hit by that?
a little bit. Just a thunderstorm.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Mrs. Chip, by the time she's kind of inland a little bit, and by the time it hits her, they're supposed to get some good rain out of it, but no flooding and no. Well, I mean, they say that now, but you know, forecasters. I mean, they often get it wrong. But what they're saying as of right now is they're supposed to get a few inches of rain, and that's about it, and some winds, but nothing excessive. But I don't know if I really buy that. I think they might have that wrong. When we lived in Virginia, well, there was a few hurricanes that turned into tropical storms that we caught the tail end of.
My aunt's in Virginia right now.
Oh, what part?
Norfolk.
Okay. We were in we were next to what do you call that? Washington D.C. And somehow they're saying that this thing is supposed to stick on the back of this, but there's no way, there's nothing for it to stick to. So what are we doing exactly? I don't know. Okay, that is really weird. Maybe I built it wrong. I mean, I'll take credit if I built it wrong. It's not the first time I made a mistake. And Mayo says he's scheduling stuff for the 72-hour live stream, I assume. And what time slot are you hoping to get? Okay, so I need to go back and look at the instructions because something is not making sense here, and I need it to make sense right now. And it doesn't make sense because there's nothing there to hold it. There really isn't anything to hold it. So why the heck would they ask me to do that? And there's no extra pieces that would rectify that situation. Okay, very interesting. I'm just going to keep moving on. Yeah, Max is on the floor over there just kind of chilling right now and stuff. I think I told you guys, maybe I didn't, that I picked up an extra cat without even trying. It just showed up one day. Been feeding her ever since. She's a smaller cat, and she was really sick when she first got here, but she's actually turned the corner, and she's actually doing pretty good now. And I saw her outside stalking a bird. She was trying to get it right before the live stream, so thought that was kind of cute. How are it's your grandma's dogs, right?
Yep.
How are they doing?
They're okay.
All right. Are they annoying?
Two of them is a backyardigans.
Okay.
And one of them's a house dog.
Does your grandma stay with you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. It's hard to believe that this is going as fast as it is. I pretty much, whenever I finish this, I need to hightail it out of here and head down to Salt Lake area and go to a party. It's not going to be that great. I mean, like, my family doesn't drink or anything, so it's not going to be like a crazy wild party. And if it is a crazy wild party, yeah, not my cup of tea. All right. Yeah, it's just showing that piece there, but there's no way to connect it, so I don't know how that's going to work.
Is it a misprint?
Yeah. I mean, like, it shows. Let's see. So it shows right here a little tile piece, and if you look here on the back of the build, there is no piece for that tile to stick to. Right here on the very bottom, and these are the leftover pieces that I have from the build. Right here. And so there is nothing that it could connect to. So I'm going to cautiously say yes. I believe it's some sort of misprint. And as you know, that's not the first time there's been a misprint with Lego instructions. In fact, it seems like here lately it's been happening more and more. I still wouldn't say it's very common, but it has been happening more. All right, I love this. I'm gonna get several of these guys right here. I think that looks pretty dang cool.
You want to stop at a Red Robin?
I don't know. I mean, Red Robin is good. I like their I think they call it their lava cake. It's
Lava cake?
yeah, it's like a black kind of fluffy cake that has like a cone kind of like baked out of the top of it, and they stick ice cream on it, and it melts, and it kind of goes down the cone thing, and they call it a lava cake. It's actually it's actually better a lot. It tastes a lot better than it should because it seems like every time I go there, even though I don't need the extra calories, I end up getting them. So, all right, guys, we are on bag number. Oh, that's 9. Oh, open that one. Go to bag number 6.
Four more bags left.
Yep. And I've got more than enough dog here. He's right over here.
How's the big baby?
Who's the big baby?
Enzo?
Oh, I was going to say Miss Chip's doing fine. See if she's paying attention here. Oh, sometimes I swear she just turns on this thing and walks away from it. I'm just kidding. And it's okay if she does. I mean, YouTube counts it as watched hours anyway, so what does it matter? I would never complain about that. Okay. So, huh?
Is she still in Texas?
Oh, yeah. She's, God, I hate when these things don't make sense. This is stupid. These instructions, sometimes they're not very clear. Yeah, she is in between Austin and Dallas. Enzo, come here. Don't just look at me. Let's get over here. Come on. Let's see. Yes. Yeah. It cracks me up just how easily he's amused. Boy, that was a mistake. Yeah, I know. All that hair. Oh. You want to speak? Speak. Oh, come on. Speak. Well, that's better. Are you cute? They can't hear that. You got to tell the world, are you cute? Come on. Are you cute? No sneezing, huh? Okay, well, that doesn't really work. Okay, you're not in the mood. I get it. All right, I'll let you go. Any stickers so far? No stickers. And I don't remember seeing a sticker sheet when I opened this, so I'm going to say no stickers.
He's probably saying you better take me to Burger King later.
Yeah, that's true. I do take him to Burger King often. So I just get him a plain hamburger, and let's see. Mrs. Chip is making the baseless accusation that I am a bigger baby than she is. Totally baseless. There's no fact. There's no basis of fact in that statement. I'm telling you. It's a good thing she ain't here. She'd probably kick my butt.
How's your other kids doing?
Well, I just talked to Natalie right before the live stream. My granddaughter is unfortunately gone for the summer. She's visiting her dad. My daughter and the dad are not together anymore, so they get that split summertime crap, which I hate because her dad doesn't prevent me from outright talking to her, but he makes it very difficult by saying stuff like, "Oh, well, we're not home," or, I have to work, and I don't know what his work schedule is, but I mean, if he really works as much as he says he does, I'd be amazed. But anyway, he just makes it difficult for me to talk to her, and so I don't really like her being there. But again, that's something beyond my control. But I do miss her, and I called my daughter today, and I was really hoping to be able to get to talking to my granddaughter, but I was informed that she's already left, so that will not be happening.
At least got on Anais.
Yeah, Anais. Yeah, she doesn't really talk much yet, so there's not much of a conversation. So we'll see, though. I mean, she's just barely 2 now, so hopefully she learns some words here soon. We can have a conversation. I don't even care if it is just a one-word conversation, one-word sentences. That's fine with me too. Okay, so okay. I almost messed this up.
What about Jessica and Amanda?
Jessica's doing really good. I was talking to her, and over time, she's told me about some problems she's had at work. But this week when I talked to her, she said that things have gotten much better at work, and she's much happier with where she's working at. And I won't reveal where she's working at because I don't want to get her fired for talking smack about her employer. But her employer is, for a lack of a better word, a piece of poop. But no, she is doing better. So you have to celebrate the small victories along with the big ones. And I'm grateful that she's doing better. So I didn't want her to quit. She's been there almost 2 years now. So I mean, I'd like to see her be able to work it out, and it looks like it is working out. Amanda, I have talked to several times this week. Amanda's been doing pretty good. She doesn't like her job, so she's looking for another one. I love my daughter, but I must say that it seems like she's always looking for a new job. So, anyway,
They're wondering their mind. Dad, can you cat sit for us?
Well, she's got a Samoy dog, and Enzo does not like Nico. They've been introduced many times, and when I pull up to Amanda's house, he just knows it, and he says to himself, like, he just looks at you, like, really? I'm not amused. I got to be here. I got to entertain this little thing. Like, he does not like it. Okay.
The song that little dog that puts him in his place.
No, the dog is
Mm-hmm.
I have to be careful how I put this on YouTube too. The dog displays behavior that would have gone along with last month. And Enzo is like, dude, quit sniffing my junk. And Enzo growls at him all the time when he does it. And I think it's just hilarious because Enzo has bitten Nico a couple of times for doing it. But I will admit, too, that Nico is overall a very cute dog with a good personality. He's really good with humans. He's just not good with other dogs. All right, so we built this side, so I'm assuming that looks like we're building this side next. So, like I said, I'm trying to see if I can get this done today. We're sitting at 50 minutes, and we've got 3 bags after this one, so I am hoping that's an affirmative that we can get it done. So, what are some recent Lego sets that you've acquired?
Nothing.
Okay. And you put together your speed champions you got?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, man. I have broken myself those energy drinks. I don't have any in the house anymore. And overall, I've been doing well. But I have to admit, with the personal turmoil that's been going on, my sleep has been very choppy and difficult. And so I am craving an energy drink because the fact that I'm not getting the sleep that I need. And even though I don't want to get one, I'm probably going to get one today because I got to drive 110 miles to the party. Then got a party. And then I got to drive 110 miles back. So I can't be falling asleep.
About 2 hours away.
Yeah. With the speed limit being 80, it's about an hour and 20 minutes. And if you do the math, you probably notice that I don't exactly do 80. I do a little over. But yeah, it takes me about an hour and 10, hour and 20, depending on how heavy my foot is.
Houston here is about 2 hours.
What's that? Oh yeah, 2 hours. Yes, I do. I buy Costco water. I buy usually. Oh, I got a dog hair. Thanks, Enzo. I'm not drinking that. Give me a second. Oh man, there it goes. That is one thing. I love Enzo, but his dang hair. Oh my gosh. But I do like Costco water. We do have well water here too, and the well water's not bad, but
Just put it on some ice and be good to go.
yes, very much so. Oh, and you know what? I feel another dad joke coming on, so let's find one. Oh, did you hear about the cleaners who went to space? They ended up scrubbing the mission. I know that one's pretty lame, but I would be lying if I didn't say I found it amusing. And something's wrong here. Dang it. Oh, yes, it is wrong. I did it wrong. Oh, boy. Let me fix that. Yeah, Costco water in the States costs about $4 for a 48 pack. So, yeah, I do. And I also put 2 of those in there. Well, that would explain it. I made 2 mistakes.
I wish I lived next to a Buc-ee's, though.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah.
Where is the closest one to you?
About an hour and a half away.
Oh, that's
Over
yeah.
an hour. Mm-hmm.
Man.
Have you been to one?
Yes, when I went to go visit Mrs. Chip last time, I stopped at one, and it was kind of weird because, well, okay, not weird, different, because I'm not used to, most gas stations I go to, I mean, they'll have some food and maybe a couple local items, but man, the one that I went to, it had like this. I guess mining was a big thing in this small little area I was in, and they had these like different like rocks you could buy, and they had this little gimmick thing where you use this little thing to find the precious things in there. So it was a gimmick, but okay, no problem. They did have good food. I tried a chicken sandwich, and I have to say I was impressed.
The
If
the barbecue sandwich is pretty good.
okay, well, you know
Brisket
something.
sandwich.
The next time I'm there, I don't mind trying the barbecue sandwich.
There's beaver nuggets.
Yes, I did see those. I didn't get them, but I saw them.
Mm,
Okay, so what are we doing here? We are doing.
there's beef jerky there too.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I saw a good comedy bit that mentioned beef jerky, but it was funny. It's just saying they're scared of rednecks because they'll kill something and then eat it a year later. Which, I mean, I am not a full blown redneck, but I have been accused of being redneck a few times in my life, so I will wear that title proudly if someone wants to call me one. It's not an insult. And Mayo says, if you sign up for the 72-hour stream, I'd be happy to build Lego with you and be your co-host. Well, that'd be pretty cool. Let me see what times are available, and I'll shoot you a message. Like I said, I am kind of pressed for time because I gotta get in here, and as soon as I'm done with this, I gotta hit the road, and so it's going to be a little difficult. But I will look at it. I'm sure at some point at the party, things are going to get slow. Although I don't know. We only invited family, by the way. Oh, no. Don't do that. I got to pick that up. At my parents' 50th wedding anniversary, we invited a whole bunch of people they knew over the years, and there were hundreds of people that showed up. This one, we decided to go a little bit lighter, and we only invited family, but there were like 45 people that RSVP'd they're going. So this is going to be there's going to be a lot of people there. It's going to be pretty cool, and it's actually kind of funny because I don't go to the Mormon church anymore. I was raised in it, but I haven't been to one in many years now, and unfortunately, when people started RSVPing too much, I should say, my parents' house won't hold everybody. And it's supposed to be almost 100 degrees outside, so we decided not to have it outside. And my one sister, who still goes to the LDS church, Mormon church, she reserved the gym area inside the church for this event. So this will be the first time in a couple of years that I'm going by a church and actually going to a church. But I'm not going to a church service. I'm not brave enough for that anymore. I think my sister just wanted to see me go to church. Enzo cracks me up. He's just sitting there like, whatever, dude. So yeah, sometime today I will look at it and let you know what times works for me. What is that guy's name? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I can't forget. What's the name of the guy, Mayo, that puts that on the 72-hour thing? I know his name. It's not coming to me right now. I could think of his face and I could hear his accent, but I can't remember the name.
Hey, have you been to a Portillo's before?
I have not. What is their specialty?
Like hot dogs, burgers, and all that.
Okay,
But there's one thing they're iconic for.
what's
Their
that?
chocolate cake milkshake. They take a slice of chocolate cake and blend it up like in the milkshake.
Okay, well, that does sound interesting already.
Mm.
All right, so Mayo says Butt Chop let Haley be. Okay, all right. Actually, I haven't heard from Butt Chop in a long time. In fact, I said I could hear his accent, but I couldn't remember his name. And James, how you doing?
Hey man, can Bearded Bricks can't come on?
Bearded Bricks. Who's that? Okay, and then we've got here we go. We've got Bumblebee's head made. All right. So we got 2 bags after this one, and like I said, I really want this to be a one and done. So maybe I'll focus a little bit more, and I'll tell a few more jokes in between. You got any more jokes, Greg?
Nope.
Well, I will definitely have to fix that, and let's do one right now. In fact, let's see. Okay, this one. Okay, what did the beach say to the tide when it came in?
What?
Long time no see.
I miss Long John Silver's
How long's it been since you've been to one?
since I was a kid.
You know, they had a Long John Silver's pretty close to my house when I lived in Columbus, Ohio. I've been to it a few times. But I'll tell you what, there was a Rowley's or Checkers, as they call it in some other areas, that was right next door to Long John Silver's, and I went to that far more often than I did Long John Silver's. In fact, you know that show, My Name is Earl?
Yeah.
It wasn't the Crab Shack where that one guy worked at.
Yeah.
Long John Silver's always reminded me of the Crab Shack for some reason. So, but is there a particular thing that you like getting there? I mean, is there
Cheap fried fish.
okay? Well, I mean, I know there's a lot of people that don't like White Castles, for instance, and I'm not a fan of most White Castle's food. However, their shakes, they're just their straight vanilla shakes. I like them, and I would go through the drive-through and just get a vanilla shake. Now we don't have any White Castles that I know of in where I live, even anywhere close. But when I lived in Columbus, Ohio, there was several of them.
Because of Harold and Kumar.
I don't know who that is.
It's a movie.
Oh well, that explains it. I'm not up on my movies anymore, man. However, I did watch the new Beverly Hills Cop though. Have you seen that one?
No.
Yeah, it just came out like on the 3rd, I think it was. And oh my gosh, dude, it was. I have to be honest. When I first saw the previews, I thought, okay, well, they can make a good preview out of anything because I've seen great previews and I watched the movie and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's not even the same movie. So I kind of thought I was going to be one of those. I'll be honest, I really did. I was negative about it. But then I watched it and it didn't take very long. It was slow for only the first 10 minutes. And then after that, it really picked up and oh shoot. That's not cool. There actually is stickers, and
Is it probably in that sleeve?
still in the box. Oh yeah, static electricity is stuck in the box. All right. Okay. Well, Mrs. Chip asked if there's stickers. Yes, indeed there are. Right here. Not that many of them, just a few. And ooh, I lost my page. The movie was much better than I thought it was going to be, and I don't want to ruin it for anybody who wants to watch it, so I will say no more. But I definitely think it's worth. It's about 2 hours long. It's almost. I think it's like 2 right on the nose, actually. So if you got 2 hours and you want to see something good, I will give you a parental advisory. I don't remember there being any nudity in there. Of course, there's swearing because it's Eddie Murphy. But there's no nudity, and I don't really remember there being a whole lot of drug references. There's a couple, obviously, because there's the cartel involved in the movie, but it's not like glamorizing the drugs. It's actually pretty good. So anyway, you got a couple hours and you want to watch something good. It's on Netflix, and if you're a regular, if you have a regular subscription to it, you have access to it. And this is not good. This is not working the way it should. Let me see if I can get that. So yeah, I know Mrs. Chip was talking about watching it, but I doubt she has. She liked the original ones. Oh, okay, so they give you 2 license plate here. One says Goldbug.
You seen The Nutty Professor?
Yes, I have, with Eddie Murphy. That's pretty good. I'm gonna put the BumbleBee license plate on there. So that's the one that I want. Just looking at schedule, only early morning time slots. Okay, I don't have a problem with early morning time slots. I'm usually up until about midnight anyway, so I might be able to stay up a little bit longer.
Just one more bag left.
Well, one more bag after this one, so got a little bit to go, but I'm very excited about this build. I really do hope, and I hoped ever since I saw Optimus Prime, I was really hoping that they would take off with this, because if you think about it, and if you've ever like watched the cartoons, the movies, the possibilities of how many of these they could do are almost endless. I mean, there's got to be at least 60, 70 different robots they can do. And if they go to the cartoons, maybe even close to 100. I mean, there's a lot. So I really hope they do. Starscream is one I'd really like to see. Is there any robots that you would like to see built?
There's Omega Supreme. There's Megatron. There's Fortress Maximus.
Yes. Okay, so we just built the door. Perhaps from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. on Saturday night. Okay. Yeah, I can do that one. In fact, thanks for letting me know, because that will give me the opportunity. I'll just do it right when I get off of here.
A Devastator.
Oh, I would love to see. You know how awesome Devastator would be if they did the 5 separate things, and then you bought. I mean, like, I think it'd be cool, and not just from like the sense of having it, but like if you're a business owner, That'd be so freaking awesome because you could do like 5 different sets for like 40, $50 a piece, and then make it so they all combined. And you know how many people would be like, "Oh yeah, I got to have all of them," and they'd definitely make their money off of that.
A Bruticus.
What was that?
A Bruticus.
I don't remember that one.
That's the Combaticons.
Okay, no, I don't remember that one. I would like to see the Dinobots. Grimlock, Swoop, Slag.
Aerial bots.
Yeah, I remember them. So yeah, I mean, I think the possibilities are pretty dang good. And I mean, I don't think they could make. Well, they wouldn't make a Unicron. Maybe just like the head, because you remember in the cartoon he got blown up, but his head was still alive. They could possibly do that, but there's no way they're making a set of him full blown as a planet. I mean, geez.
That can transform.
Yeah, that would just be quick. Or maybe if they did it, he would not be on the same scale as Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. Because I don't see that working out for him. Okay. Oh, oops. I put it on the wrong side.
A Retgar. You know who voices him in the movie?
No.
Weird Al.
Seriously? I did not realize that. What about the Junkicons?
Junkions? Maybe Weird Al.
Well, they played Weird Al's song. That's what made me think of it, because that song that Weird Al came out with, "Dare to Be Stupid."
Yeah,
that was in the movie. And I liked how the Junkicons, how they spoke, because they learned how to speak from the TV, and he was always making references like "buy one get one free." It's a limited time manager special. It was like stupid stuff like that all the time. I'm like, all right, guys. Let's see. Not sure how awake you are at those hours a day on the weekend. Weekends are actually pretty good because I don't really have much in the way of obligations. So it does make it a lot easier. And because of what's going on, I don't know. I mean, like, I definitely have stuff I can do. Like, I got a whole backlog of sets. I could do any number of sets to, if I really planned it out, I could do a city build, be out in my Lego city and try to build something up. And here we got the hood. It is split so he can transform. And yes, he does actually transform. So, John says, looking good. New office chair I've just bought is working out. That is awesome, John. Because I tell you what, there's nothing worse than spending that kind of money and it doesn't work. Because I've done that before. I bought gaming chairs for $250, $300, and I get them, and they're okay for like 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden they're trash and they don't work, and then it's like I just wasted all that money. So what I'm trying to say is I'm glad that it's working out for you, because wasting money sucks. All right. Yep, we are almost down to the last bag. It looks like we are going to get done today. And yeah, man. It's supposed to be 100 degrees, over 100 degrees the whole entire week. And so I am not looking forward to that. The only huh?
Let's stock up on the ice cream.
Yeah. Well, the only thing that I will say that is good about it being that hot here, when it does get that hot, is that our humidity yesterday was 7%. So at 7% humidity, 100 degrees doesn't feel all that bad. I mean, it's warm, don't get me wrong, but it's just not, it's not oppressive like Texas, right? So I heard everything's bigger in Texas, man.
Even our gas stations.
Yeah, your gas stations, those are pretty big. You're right. You've got more in your backlog than I can imagine. If you want to become a regular guest co-host on my weekly streams, just build those sets. Let me know. Well, actually, that's not a bad idea. And it really depends, Mayo, how it depends. Like I said, I am trying not to. First of all, I don't want to divulge what's going on personally, and Mrs. Chip has asked me not to as well, and I respect my wife's opinion. So all I can say, what I can say, and what I'm comfortable saying, is that I have taken certain measures in my life this week to cut out the chaos that has been going on for the last several weeks. Well, actually, really months. And so, because I've made those steps, if those steps are successful, I plan on doing a whole lot more with my channel, because I really feel bad that, I put all this effort into it, and then what the heck? I got extra pieces. And there's like nothing missing out of this. They don't usually give you these as extras. Oh, well, that's because... Oh, no, I got it on there. Whatever. Who cares? If these measures are successful, I should be able to get back to making my channel what I want it.
One more bag. Last bag.
And it is true, Mayo, I do have a huge backlog of sets. I went to Vegas a couple weeks ago, and I bought out a store that went out of business. And he actually had both a physical location and an online presence. And I bought everything. He had about 300 sets left. And so I came back with quite...
The reason he's closing shop?
Well, he used to have... He got his sets cheap from Walmart. Walmart returns. And Walmart changed the way they do their business that way. That's what I've heard. I don't know. I don't have a contract. So for all I know, this guy's blowing smoke up my something that I can't say. But what he told me was that they changed their contracts, and he was not comfortable in signing the new contract. And so he just decided that he wasn't going to do it anymore. And he didn't want to be holding on to Lego sets until they sold. It was going to take too long. So he sold me, what was it? Almost $12,000 worth of Legos for only, well, yeah, I just lost a piece. But good thing there's an extra one right here. He sold me the $12,000 worth of Lego for the good price of only like $3,500. It was $3,750 to be exact. But yeah.
At least it was a steal, though.
Yeah, it was definitely a steal. So I admit I have not. I have not sold all of them. I have actually decided to keep some of them.
Well, what are they?
The 3-in-1 pirate ship one. There's a couple Avengers sets, a couple City sets. I did not have, and I know you're probably going to find this shocking, but Even though I played Minecraft in the past and I love Minecraft, I had 0 Minecraft sets. Now I've got about 20. So, let's see. Oh, wait. What is John saying about 400? Oh, for the chair. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's see. You will find out. Don't wear anything on your feet. Oh yeah. I'm planning on getting the jaw set. Me and Greg have been talking about that. That's definitely on the list.
I watched Jaws for the first time last night.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a good one. I've watched all of them. I mean, shoot, as you can tell by the year it came out, it's been a long time since I've seen any of them. But yeah,
Even the bad one,
which one?
the fourth one.
Okay, probably haven't seen all of them. Then I stand corrected.
Jaws: The Revenge.
I only remember watching 3 of them. Okay. Oh, there it is. It's like I'm missing a piece. Skip the 4th one. All right, that's funny, John. You were a little ahead of the conversation there. Or maybe I just didn't see your comment in time. Okay. So this is what it looks like so far. And now we get to put little tires down here. I've never done that before. Oh, okay. Now we get to do his regular tires. I gotta say, this has been a fun build for me. I really like Transformers. And if you didn't see in the beginning, I've got Optimus Prime here also on the table. And I will show them side by side when I'm done here. And I will attempt, I cannot guarantee, but I will attempt to transform Bumblebee.
All you gotta left do is build the blaster and the plaque.
Yeah. Almost there.
Living on the prayer.
Yes. Bon Jovi.
Mm-hmm.
I do like Bumblebee's blaster. I thought it was kind of weird in the movies because in the cartoon he had his voice, but in the movies they said his voice box got ripped out, and so he used the radio to communicate, and that was not something he did in the cartoon at all. Have you seen the Transformer movie from, I think it was
1986?
Yeah, I was gonna say 85, but yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you think of it?
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I agree with you. It was a good movie. Optimus Prime. That would be a cool one to make too.
With this big girthy trailer.
Yes. And that's the other thing too. Like when I was a kid, I bought Optimus Prime as a toy, and he came with his Titan with the trailer, and it was like a mobile command unit like thing, repair bay. And in the movies, like they mention it, but it's not really a part of the movie. And in the cartoons, it really wasn't that big of a thing in the cartoons either. It was occasionally on there, but It was like, come on, man, he's got this big semi trailer. Let's use it once in a while, or more than once in a while. I usually call Mrs. Chip when I'm driving long distances to talk to her, but I think she's sick of me, so I think I'll leave her alone today. Yeah. Jaws the Revenge was lame. My next step is to go get some IKEA Billy shelves for my movies. I'm tired of not being able to show my collection. John, I feel the same way about my Lego. Like, I don't have the space to display all of it, and it's kind of lame because it's like, why have it then? Well, I know why I want it, but I mean,
Looks like that blaster's incomplete, though.
Yeah, it does, and that's because I skipped a step. Thanks for catching that. I'm not doing very well right now. I'm tired. I just want to go to sleep, but I got to drive. All right, let's see. Yes, there we go. Now we have a blaster. And actually, that would be another awesome Lego set I would like to see. Like, can you imagine if they made Blaster? He was the Autobot radio that was like in direct opposite of Shockwave. Soundwave.
Soundwave.
I do not like stickers when it's black on black because I cannot see. The light absorbs, and I just have a hard time. But my goodness, I actually almost got that straight. So cool. Okay. Okay, now we are done with building this. So I promised to transform him. Yeah, well, Miss Chip, I got to keep this PG. Okay, so I'm just playing around. Mrs. Chip's gonna so have my hide if I don't quit. All right, so you're supposed to transform him. Well, that's cool. He transformed by tearing off his arm, by the way.
Parts forming.
Yeah, exactly. All right, this is the big reveal, I guess. Okay, and then those things come out. It says, okay, let's. Okay, yes. Okay. Oh wow. Oh, okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go. It's a good thing I don't plan on transforming him very often. Okay, this comes out. What? Oh, okay. All right. That makes sense. Well, it fell apart instead of. Okay, cool. I like it already. It's falling apart. Yeah, I did that too right here. All right, well, I have to put that back together. For whatever reason, it doesn't want to cooperate. That's fine. Okay, so you just got to pretend these pieces didn't fall off because they did. And then we've got his blaster, which it actually hooks on the bottom here. And then you put his imaginary fingers back in there. And you got Bumblebee. And right next to him, we've got Optimus Prime. And what we've got is we've got the end of this live stream, 1 hour and 30 minutes, which isn't bad for building a complete set of almost 1,000 pieces. Greg, as always, I do appreciate you being here, and I do appreciate your commentary and your jokes and your information you give me. I always appreciate that. I'm not sure when, but this coming week, I will be doing the live stream where I will be building this guy, the Tuxedo Cat, in honor of my Tuxedo Cat. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday afternoon. I know I'm going to enjoy mine, going to see my parents and celebrating their 60th. So, all right, guys.
Go give them a hard time.
Oh, I always give my dad a hard time. I call him young man instead of old man. That makes him even more upset than calling him old man. So I do it all the time. So, all right, guys, be good to each other and stay safe out there. Catch you on the next one. Bye, Greg.